Hello children, in this video we are going to discuss some important points that you have to remember before solving a problem related with graph from the chapter motion. Okay, so if you remember those points, it will be very easy for you to solve any kind of problem related with graphs. Okay, so if you come across a graph and if you are asked to calculate some distance or acceleration or velocity from a given graph, you just have to do two things there. Any of those two things. The first thing is either you calculate the slope of the graph or you calculate the area under the graph. Area under the graph. Either you calculate the slope of the graph or you calculate the area under the graph. This is the logic that you have to apply in any kind of problem related with graph. Okay, whether you are dealing with a problem related with a problem in your 10th standard class or 11th standard, 12th standard, this is the basic thing you have to do. Either you have to calculate under the graph. Now I'm not discussing the general concepts here. I want to tell you some important facts that you have to remember whenever you are going to deal with a new graphical problem from the chapter motion. Okay, so please take your lecture note and note down these points that I am going to give you in the next slide. Okay, so these are the important points that you have to remember. If you are dealing with the distance time graph, if you're dealing with the distance time graph, you calculate the slope from the distance time graph. That will basically give you your speed. So speed of an object can be calculated by taking the slope of the distance time graph. Similarly, if you calculate the slope of a displacement time graph, it's going to provide you the velocity. So calculation of velocity is very simple. We just have to calculate the slope of the displacement time graph. Sometimes instead of displacement time graph, they might be providing distance time graph and they will ask you to calculate velocity. At that point, what you have to remember is they might be mentioning about a straight line path. If it's a straight line path, then distance will be equal to displacement. Okay, so sometimes you will get a question like that. They will be providing the distance time graph and you will be asked to calculate the velocity. So don't get confused. Their displacement is equal to distance travel since we are dealing with a straight line motion. Most of the problem you will be dealing with in your 9th standard classes will be based on a straight line kind of motion. Okay, so you can calculate your speed from distance time graph and velocity from displacement time graph just by calculating the slope. Similarly, you calculate the slope of a velocity time graph. Velocity time graph means the velocity will be taken along y-axis and time will be taken along x-axis. You calculate the slope, you are going to get the acceleration of the object. So you want to calculate the acceleration of an object, you have to calculate the slope from the velocity time graph. Okay, now if I am going to find out the area under the graph, what all things I can get? How we are going to calculate the area under the graph, I will explain with the help of numerical examples in the next video. Okay, but just now you remember this concept, you copy down this concept. If you calculate the area under the graph, area under the speed time graph, you will get the distance. This is the point you have to remember. You are asked to calculate the distance from a speed time graph. You have to go for the area under the graph. You have to go for the area under the graph. Okay. Now, if you are provided with the velocity time graph, you are asked to calculate the displacement from the velocity time graph. Then you have to go for the calculation of area under the graph. Okay, so area under the speed time graph gives you the distance traveled and the area under the velocity time graph gives you the displacement. So remember these 5 points, 3 points related with slope and 2 points related with area under the graph.